Hi, class. So here are the details of the informative interview assignment. And I'm going to do a screen share with you here. So this slide is also available on Blackboard. So you should be able to see it under PowerPoint, scroll to the end, and then you should be able to open this up. So this is the informative interview presentation assignment. This is due on Tuesday, which is March 29. So there are a few components to this one. So the component that you will be focusing on is preparation, which is 2 points, and interview questions, which is 5 points. So this means that you are going to tell me all about the prep that you've done and the kind of interview questions that you're going to ask. This does not require me to hear a full interview, which means, your questions and the response from your interviewee. No, not needed. I just need to know your preparation and the kind of questions that you will ask. Okay. As you can see, that will be about 7 points. It's a 5-minute presentation in class, which is on March 29th, Tuesday. There's a second component to this one, which is a self-reflective appraisal of the interview. So that means anytime between, the last week of March to, I think, the latest that you could go on till is May 4th, you need to do the interview. Okay, I don't know which day you're going to choose. That completely depends upon you, but you can choose any day within this time frame and finish the interview. What I need to receive from you is right after the interview is over. There's a due date, as you can see here. By May 5th, Thursday, you need to submit a reflective self-appraisal of the interview, which would mean that, the kind of questions you asked and the responses, this time, the responses that you got from the interviewee. What did it, how did you feel about it? What did you get any insights? Were you able to establish a bond with your interviewee? Do you have any plans of following up? If you do, how are you going to, follow up? What kind of feedback do you think, you received from the person who you interviewed? So everything in regards to that, but I will discuss more about the second part later on in our during our course. So for just to make things clear, for this presentation, which is due on March 29th, just two things that you need to work on is your preparation and the interview questions. That's it. Okay. So moving on, let's go to the next slide. So these are this is the rubric. I will discuss the rubric a little later. So let's first go to the slides here. So the first thing that you need to discuss in your presentation on Tuesday is something that we did in class. Okay. But you need to now, to take your time and work on it and edit it. But we already talked about this in class. Some of the guidelines in your search, what are the things that you will ask yourself, and what are the things or principles that will kind of guide you when you are when you're searching for good interviewees. Okay, when you're searching for good interviewees, what kind of guidelines will or what are the things that you will be looking for in your search for a good interview? So I would like you to work on that one. Okay, I actually did need to put this out. You don't need 10 minutes. The whole speech is about 5 minutes. I just needed to erase that. Okay. All right. Guidelines in your search. Okay. The next one is you need to tell me what your search led to, or who is your, at this point, you tell me who is your interviewee, how did you, and a kind of a little bit of a background, who this person is, kind of where does he work, what kind of profile does he have, why, how did you first of all find him or her, what kind of reason did you look him up through LinkedIn, family, friend, what kind of connections do you think helped him to get to track him or to locate him or her, and then a rationale, kind of saying, why he or she is your best choice for the interviewee. Why do you think you want to choose him or her? Okay, so that's that'll be your second slide. Okay, your third slide here is here, this is the one.